What's up guys, just a quick heads up that the music was blocked in this video due to copyright, so I have muted the audio. However, I have provided a link to the song in the description, so you can open a new tab and listen to the song alongside with my reaction. Or you can just join me on Patreon for unedited footage. But for now, enjoy the video guys.
Have my lights been changing color at all? I don't even think the light's been changing color. What are we even doing? What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Led Zeppelin with their song The Song Remains the Same off of their album Houses of the Holy, which was released in 1973. Guys, I hope that you're having a beautiful day. I got a lot of recommendations to do the following song, the Rain song, but I figured, you know what? Why not just go back a track, start from the beginning, work our way down a little bit. I don't know how far we'll go, but I figured why not just, start from the beginning. Hope you all are having the most amazing day. You're more than welcome to join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. As always, Led Zeppelin, they blocked the music, so it'll be muted here, but you can go over and just watch it on Patreon. There's a link literally in the description. So let's do it. This is Led Zeppelin with The Song Remains the Same. What an energetic opener. I mean, you gotta enjoy that on some level. Like I've mentioned before and in the past, I'm not really familiar with Led Zeppelin besides their hits, you know what I mean? And No Quarter is really like the song that I guess you could say is my gateway into Led Zeppelin. And the reason why I'm continuing a little bit more with this album, because I want to hear more of this album based on No Quarter. Fantastic musicianship. Listen, I know I've heard, a little bit of Led Zeppelin, but I've never like gotten into them. So this is my chance, and the musicianship is phenomenal. I mean, I've always heard of Jimmy Page, and now getting to hear him on the guitar, it's quite understood why he's so recognized and hailed. I mean, the guitar was just so amazing. I really enjoyed all the playing throughout. Heavy, melodic, kind of bouncing around between like a more electrified folk and blues kind of sound, bringing it back into a hard rock sound, really making it their own. The bass playing, I got to talk about John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones is the only name that I'm not familiar with outside of the channel. He's the only name that I haven't heard otherwise. But him doing the bass, piano, and other, key related instruments, of course, throughout the album, but from what I heard of No Quarter, is he like underrated? Because the bass playing in lieu, especially of the guitar playing, rhythm section was just absolutely beautiful. The melodies they were coming up with, the way that in the beginning the bass and the guitar would play together, the bass allowed to be in the forefront of the music, bum 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 bum, like he would be in the front bouncing around, and then they would kind of back and forth go a little bit. And then they would kind of trade off back and forth, the bass going back to a more reserved pocket. And then, other times the bass would be more at the front while the guitar was in the pocket. Of course, the drumming by John Bonham. I mean, what more is there to say, really, when it comes to the drumming, except, chef's kiss. Gotta admit, I don't love every single one of the vocal lines, but that's me being a little bit more nitpicky. And I can tell that he is like, I would imagine he's just a fun personality when he's performing, whether that is in stage or in the studio. He has a lot of confidence. This little section between the drums, the bass, and the guitar, specifically the bass and the guitar, it just sounds really fun. It sounds like they're like side by side, one of the guitar, one of the bass, and they're just like ba-dum, bum, bum, like they're just bouncing up and off of each other. Smooth guitar solo, probably about halfway through the song. Kind of bring a bit of a more distinct melodical tone into the song after all the rash and thrash that's going on. This song is pretty much Page goodness, I don't know if that's just his natural voice that he's just really singing really high, or if that's pitched up or something, but there's some high singing going on in there. The lyrics, I had a dream, crazy dream, oh ho. Anything I wanted to know, any place I needed to go, hear my song. People, won't you listen now? Sing along. You don't know what you're missing now. Any little song that you know, everything that's small has to grow, and it's gonna grow. Push, push, push. California sunlight, sweet Calcutta rain, Honolulu star bright, the song remains the same. Oh yeah. So I'm kind of getting an idea of like the same old song and dance, kind of no matter what places you're in, whether that's California, Calcutta, Honolulu, the song remains the same. I don't know what it's in reference to. I gotta read a little bit more. In an interview with Guitar World magazine, Jimmy Page discussed the song's construction. It was originally going to be an instrumental, an overture that led into Rain Song, but Robert had different ideas. I had all the beginning material together, and Robert suggested that we break down into halftime in the middle. After we figured out that we were going to break it down, the song came together in a day. I always had a cassette recorder around. That's how both The Song Remains the Same and Stairway came together from bits of taped ideas. A little stitching together never hurt anyone. So in the first verse, he says anything I wanted to know, any place I needed to go. He's talking about this crazy dream he had, and he's saying, people, won't you listen now, sing along. So kind of like no matter where we're all from, like the song remains the same. We're all people. We're all, humans on the earth, and maybe we're missing out on things. Perhaps. I'm not 100% sure, but I would love to know whatever you guys think that the song is about. You're more than welcome to join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below and fill me in on what the song is about, as well as letting me know your thoughts on it. And you can also support the channel on Patreon. I definitely appreciate that, and definitely helps a lot. But regardless, I hope that you're having a fantastic day, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.